right now on 18 Eyewitness News.
I'm still tracking the chance for some thunderstorms on your Wednesday. There are new revelations on NSA programs. Also, immigration reform is still a hot topic for Congress. Plus, more meetings are being held on the Tom Salk Fund. 18 Eyewitness News starts right now.
18 Eyewitness News starts now.
There are new revelations about the National Security Agency programs that spy on internet activity. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dustin Kopp. Our top story on 18 Eyewitness News. NSA leaker Edward Snowden says tech companies in the U.S. have given the government full access to all of our online communications. The NSA has claimed that it only targets foreign traffic, but Snowden says that's not true.
The NSA doesn't limit itself to foreign intelligence. It collects all communications that transit the United States. Companies like Google, Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, they all get together with the NSA and provide the NSA direct access to the back ends of all of the systems you use to communicate, to store data, to put things in the cloud, and even just to send birthday wishes and keep a record of your life.
Snowden is hiding from the U.S. government. On Monday, Governor Jay Nixon signed into law several bills relating to health care and other services, including House Bill 986. The new bill authorizes the Missouri Senior Services Protection Fund to support low-income and disabled seniors while preserving funding for First Steps. Earlier this year, Governor Nixon objected to the legislators' attempt to fund the First Steps program by repealing a program benefiting low-income seniors, essentially pitting these two vulnerable groups against each other. House Bill 986 will ensure the First Steps program continues to provide vital services for infants and children with developmental disabilities. The governor also signed many other bills. To see those, visit our website, KDKZ18.com. The abortion battle is back in place in Texas after a bruising defeat just 2 weeks ago. Texas Republicans are trying again to pass restrictions on late-term abortion, this time in special session. Thousands of activists on both sides of the debate are flooding the Texas Capitol. Efren Graham has more.
The nation's eyes are focused on Texas as the abortion debate comes back to life this week. Thousands of protesters are outside the Capitol. Pro-life supporters wearing blue, pro-choice supporters wearing orange. Texas Republicans are determined to pass the tough new abortion restrictions they failed to approve last month.
This is going to pass. Peaceful, diligence, persistence, patience.
A House vote is scheduled for today, but first, legislators will spend hours debating the measure. If it passes, the bill would ban most abortions after 20 weeks of pregnancy, citing the belief that unborn babies can feel pain by that stage. The measure would also require abortion clinics and abortion doctors to comply with the same standards as the rest of the medical field. Critics say the bill would shut down most of the abortion clinics in Texas.
We think it's bad for the state of Texas to be waging this kind of fight against the women of this state, but we will fight it.
The initial House bill failed after Democrat Senator Wendy Davis filibustered for nearly 10 hours. And then, unruly protesters continued to run out the clock.
People have relayed to me that never in the history of Texas have they seen that type of a mob rule come in and discombobulate a legislative session.
Governor Rick Perry called a special session so lawmakers could take up the measure again. This time around, fevers continue running high. Last week, this video emerged of anti-abortion protesters singing Amazing Grace as abortion rights activists chanted back, "Hail Satan." Governor Perry vows that this time the bill will pass.
Texas is a place where we defend life. I mean, that's the powerful message here, and that's what we're focused on.
This could be his last chance to push the measure through. Perry announced yesterday that he will not seek a fourth term in office.
That was Efren Graham reporting. The family of a St. Joseph man killed in 2011 accident at a repair shop has settled a lawsuit against Herzog Railway Services. A Buchanan County judge approved a $1.45 million settlement on Monday in a death of 40-year-old Robert Montgomery. He died in May of 2011 when a piece of equipment fell on him while he was working on a rail car at Herzog's repair shop. Temperatures around the 90-degree mark right now, and they're going to continue to be on the warm side this evening. Looking at your forecast for this evening, partly sunny sky at 7 p.m., 90 degrees, 85 by 9. By midnight, about 81 degrees with possibilities of some showers and thunderstorms. Those thunderstorms may drop the temperature just a little bit. We'll get you all the details coming up later in your Storm Tracker weather forecast. When we come back, immigration reform is still a hot topic for Congress. That story only on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is costs. Contact Archair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Brett Dawkins and Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Welcome back. Immigration reform is one of the issues topping the list for Congress as it heads back to work after the 4th of July holiday. Many conservative House members don't like the new Senate immigration bill passed with the help of Republicans, which provides a pathway to citizenship for millions of immigrants who entered the country illegally. John Wogge says the bill has divided Republicans.
The bill as amended is passed.
Many House GOP members don't like the new Senate immigration bill passed with the help of Republicans. And on the Sunday talk shows, they use the word concern more than once.
But my concern with the Senate bill is that they put the legalization of 11 million people ahead of security. The legalization happens first, and then the security happens second. And I think the American people are not going to stand for that.
Arizona Senator John McCain is one of the so-called Gang of 8 Republican and Democratic senators who wrote the immigration bill. He says the Senate is ready to work with the House.
And I believe that if they can come up with a bill, we would be more than eager to negotiate with them. A failure to act is de facto amnesty for 11 million people living in the shadows. I think wherever you are on that issue, there's agreement on that. So then shouldn't we sit down together and solve this issue, not only for the good of the Republican Party, but for the good of the nation?
But a large number of House Republicans are not willing to hand Democrats a political victory while passing what they see as a bad law. House Homeland Security Committee Chairman Michael McCall also used that word, concerned.
I'm deeply concerned that the effort should be bipartisan. Border security on my committee was a unanimously approved, completely bipartisan bill. My concern is that the political backdrop could be that the White House would like to see this fail in the House so that he can blame the House of Representatives for that and then try to take back the House of Representatives, and then all bets are off on his agenda.
House members heard from their constituents over the 4th of July break and will meet privately Wednesday to determine their strategy. Leaders say it may be at least September before lawmakers take final action.
Authorities say a body found in the Missouri River in May was that of a 64-year-old man who jumped into the river with his daughter. The 29-year-old daughter's body has not been found. Witnesses say the two who lived in Peculiar were holding hands when they jumped into the river from the Christopher Bond Bridge in Kansas City. Fishermen found the father's body May 10th. A 17-year-old boy accused of plotting a school shooting in northeast Missouri is no longer facing charges. Lincoln County Prosecutor Leah Askey said Monday she had dismissed the case against Blaine Earp, who was scheduled to go on trial in Callaway County on Wednesday. Askey said if Earp doesn't meet several requirements, she could refile charges anytime within the next 3 years. The numbers are in. The Missouri Highway Patrol has released crash numbers for the 4th of July weekend. In Troop E, the Highway Patrol investigated 39 traffic crashes, 10 injuries, and 0 deaths. Those numbers are down from last year. The Highway Patrol investigated 64 traffic crashes, 42 injuries, and 1 fatality over the 4th of July weekend in 2012. The Highway Patrol says traffic crashes are down because of the Highway Patrol's has increased their patrol on holiday weekends. The senior pastor of Calvary Temple Church in Fredericktown has been charged with third-degree assault and stalking. 69-year-old Carl Curitan of Fredericktown was charged with the 2 Class A misdemeanors. According to a probable cause statement, the alleged victim told police she had been harassed for several years, grabbed and during one of those incidents kissed on the mouth by Curitan without her consent. The victim reportedly told police she had not reported the incident due to the backlash it could cause because Curitan's position in the community. Curitan said he plans to continue serving as senior pastor. Up next, more meetings are being held on the Tom Sock Fund. 18 Eyewitness News will be right back.
Here's Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
As I get ready to go into surgery, I remind myself what it's about. It's about God. It's about caring. It's about trust. It's about respect. It's about back pain. It's about neck pain. It's about questions. It's about answers. It's about people, not just patients. It's about you. It's about us. It is Heartland Spine. Changing lives, saving lives. That's what we do.
The Iron County Tom Sock Fund will be hosting a series of public meetings to receive comments and ideas from the public that are needed to develop a comprehensive economic development plan for Iron County. Kevin Perry tells 18 Eyewitness News what the purpose is behind the meetings.
The Iron County Tom Sock Fund has been tasked with doing economic development in Iron County, and in order to do that, they've hired an economic development consultant to write an action report, and they want to get input from the public. This will be the second set of meetings, and the goal of those meetings is to get input from the public on the economy and how we might improve the situation in Iron County.
They are looking for many ideas, including ways to improve local and regional economy, ways to produce job growth, and encourage and support entrepreneurism. Each meeting will last 1.5 hours. To see a list of meeting locations, visit our website, kdkz18.com. A man involved in a fatal crash back in June has been charged with involuntary manslaughter. 32-year-old Ronald French Jr. of Irondale has been charged in Washington County with a Class B felony of involuntary manslaughter, second-degree assault, vehicular, and misdemeanors of driving with excessive blood alcohol content and failure to wear a seatbelt. His bond has been set at $100,000 cash only. The involuntary manslaughter charge alleges he caused the death of passengers 41-year-old Steve Stark and his son 16-year-old Brandon Stark by colliding with a parked truck while driving at a speed in excess of 70 miles per hour. He was traveling 70 miles per hour 5 seconds before impact and was going 74 miles per hour 1 second before impact, according to the electronic control module in French's van. The speed limit was 55. Another passenger, 34-year-old Tina Lindsay, was seriously injured. A man has admitted shooting a suburban St. Louis police officer in the face while apparently trying to steal his squad car. 21-year-old Evan Lockhart pleaded guilty to assault of a police officer, attempted robbery, and 2 counts of armed criminal action. The plea on Monday came just as Lockhart's trial was about to start. Lockhart is sentenced to 30 years in prison. Authorities in St. Louis County are trying to identify a body pulled from the Mississippi River. The body was discovered by a barge worker Monday morning near the Chain of Rocks Bridge. Authorities have not said if it's a man or a woman. The barge worker saw the body in the middle of the channel and kept it from floating away until firefighters arrived to retrieve it. The 3 Ohio women held captive in a Cleveland home for about a decade are speaking out for the first time. Amanda Berry, Gina DeGius, and Michelle Knight recorded a video in their attorney's office last week and released it on YouTube late Monday evening. The 3 women sat side by side and thanked the public for their prayers and encouragement.
I want to thank everyone who has helped me and my family through this entire ordeal. Everyone who has been there to support us has been a blessing.
I don't want to be consumed by hatred. With that being said, we need to take a leap of faith and know that God is in control. We have been hurt by people, but we need to rely on God as being the judge.
2 months have passed since Barry yelled for help from behind a locked screen door on May 6th. The revelation brought the world's attention to the Cleveland home where the trio had been held against their will. Former bus driver Ariel Castro is the suspect in the case. He is waiting to stand trial on 329 counts indictment on charges of kidnapping and rape. When we come back, I'll have your latest Storm Tracker weather forecast. We'll be right back.
More than 70% of the U.S. experience back or neck pain within our lifetime. For many, it goes away within 4 to 6 weeks, but some require more than just time. If you need help treating your back or neck pain, contact Dr. Frank Hayward at Heartland Spine Institute. Dr. Hayward is the area's expert in minimally invasive and laser spine surgery. Tiny incision, big results. Changing lives, saving lives. That's what we do.
Here is your Storm Tracker forecast.
And welcome back. Cloudy skies off and on today, but we're right now seeing a partly sunny sky out there. Current temperature 91, but look how warm it feels, 98 degrees. Current dew point 72 with 51% humidity and a southwest wind at 8 miles per hour. Throughout southeast Missouri, temperatures on the warm side, 89 right now in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown 91, 88 in Ironton, and 89 right now in Ellington. Broaden the picture out a little bit in the state of Missouri on the warm side, 92 rather. It'd be better if it was 82 in Kansas City, 90 in Columbia, near 90 in Springfield, 90 degrees right now in St. Louis. Forecast headlines look like this. We will be seeing thunderstorms on your Wednesday. Hot times over southeast Missouri as well. And it looks like summer is definitely here to stay. Here's what our forecast looks like on your Wednesday. Showers and thunderstorms throughout southeast Missouri. A big portion of southeast Missouri can see these thunderstorms off and on in nature. Here's what our forecast is for tonight. 73 to 77 for your overnight low. Isolated thunderstorms, southwest wind 5 to 10. For tomorrow, definitely on the warm side, 93 to 97. Some areas possibly a little bit warmer than that. Heat index 100 to 105 for tomorrow. Thunderstorms continue off and on. Looking ahead the next several days, we will be seeing sunshine return on your Thursday, 85 degrees, 85 and mostly sunny on Friday, Saturday, 86 mostly sunny, partly sunny and 91 on Sunday, so we're starting to warm back up a little bit, 92 and partly sunny on Monday, Tuesday, mostly sunny, and 87. It's definitely summertime here in southeast Missouri. Don't forget, you can get the latest weather information at our website, KDKZ18.com. Still to come, how to avoid getting burned by sun protection products, items you're likely to see on store shelves this summer, and the right way to use them next in Health News.
I'm Stacy Johnson. You know, getting a job requires a lot more technology today than it did 20 years ago. How about some top tech tips that are going to get you hired? They're just ahead on Money Talks News.
We all need to take responsibility in our lives and start thinking about how do we want to be treated at the end of our lives. I would definitely say Serenity Hospice Care is an expert in their field. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, there's help a phone call away. If it were me and I was diagnosed with a terminal illness, I would choose Serenity Hospice Care.
When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Armchair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
Welcome back. It's been said there is nothing new under the sun, but there is a lot of new information to consider when it comes to protecting yourself from the sun. From new sunscreen pills to a wide range of SPF numbers on different products, protecting yourself from too much sun can be confusing. To help sort it all out so you won't get burned this summer, here's Clark Powell.
Given her Irish heritage and the fair skin that comes with it, Colleen O'Morrow has to be extra careful in the summer sun. Nearly every time she goes out, the sunscreen goes on, though it can get tedious.
The oil is uncomfortable on your face, or also if you're going to an outside event, it's just kind of inconvenient to have to put it on and just keep checking on it.
Like many, Colleen says she'd take shortcuts if she could, but doctors worry that looking for simple solutions in sun protection might put people at risk. For example, there are now pills on the market promising sun protection, but doctors caution there is no scientific proof that pills alone can protect you.
Currently, the research states that we don't have that just yet. So we tell patients this is not a substitute for common sense for protecting yourself with sunscreen.
Dr. Shannon Trotter is a skin cancer expert at The Ohio State University's James Cancer Hospital and Solov Research Institute. She says another shortcut patients take is buying sunscreen with a higher SPF number, thinking they can use less.
Don't fool yourself that you're getting 50 and above, that you think you can be out longer and not do that reapplication every 2 hours.
In fact, Trotter says SPF 15 blocks about 93% of harmful sun rays and SPF 30 blocks about 97%. So buying higher numbers doesn't mean you're getting that much more protection. And when choosing clothing, avoid wearing white.
Wearing shirts or clothing that are different darker shades, such as blue, red, or black, can actually increase your sun protection. They absorb the ultraviolet light.
Trotter says the key to enjoying the sun is respecting it and not taking shortcuts that can burn you. At Ohio State's James Cancer Hospital, this is Clark Powell reporting.
Studies are underway to develop pills that offer sun protection, but doctors say more research is needed. Antioxidants found in some medicines and supplements have shown promise, but before taking them, you should talk to your doctor because they can interact with other medications you might use. Looking for a job involves using a lot of technology today. Money expert Stacy Johnson shows us the top tech tips for job hunting.
One of the strongest technology tools is LinkedIn, and that's a great way to not only put yourself out there and make people aware of your professional profile and what you've done, what you're looking to do, as well as identify those out in the field.
Sherry Saperstein, Career Development Director with Nova Southeastern University, encourages all students to use the internet to help find a job.
It's a great way to research individuals, to potentially find people that are in particular career fields of interest, that work maybe, that are alumnus of the university that you're at, that you've graduated from.
You know the expression, it's not what you know, it's who you know. That describes networking, something that's been going on since the beginning of time. Only these days, you can do a lot of it online. Let me give you some tech tips that are going to help you land your next job. Number one, put yourself on LinkedIn. It's a great way to connect with friends and colleagues and also a useful research tool. Number two, do as much research as possible on the company. Facebook and Glassdoor.com can help. Number three, put your smartphone or tablet to work. Use apps for job search, and some companies accept job applications through apps. Next, keep your profile current on professional networking sites. And finally, be professional in all your electronic communications with potential employers. Bottom line, get connected. Do your research. Use apps that are going to help you find work. But don't forget the traditional resume. Polish yours up. Use it often. And if you need more help, I've got it. Just go to moneytalksnews.com and do a search for job search. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
As Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu. Sports is next.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crossley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
This is Sports Zone.
The St. Louis Cardinals were off on Monday to rest up for their series against the Astros. They will then head to Chicago at the end of the week to meet up with the Cubs. The Cardinals won their series against the Marlins over the weekend. Jeremy Guthrie pitched around a 59-minute rain delay in the 4th inning and started the 7th as the Royals beat out the Yankees 5-1, ending a 5-game losing streak to the Yanks. Guthrie improved to 8-6 as he gave up 3 hits over 6 innings. Offensively, the Royals scored all of their runs courtesy of extra base hits. The St. Louis Blues Executive Vice President and General Manager Doug Armstrong had announced on Monday that the club has acquired forward Pat Cannon from the Ottawa Senators in exchange for future considerations. Cannon dressed in 74 games for the American Hockey League's Binghamton Senators last season, registering 25 points to go along with 41 penalty minutes. And that's the day in sports. Guys, it's back to you at the news desk. I'm Aaron Cox.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. We thank you so much for joining us on 18 Eyewitness News. Stay connected with us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by visiting our website. That's KDKZ18.com. We'll see you back here next time right here on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com.